we type in government debt to GDP ratio, right? And let's see if I can get, just for USA graph long term, right? You can see here that the debt has gotten really out of control. This is since 1970, 1966. It'd be great if we could actually go back further in this. But I mean, our government debt is about as high as it's ever been in all of history, at 118, right? So that means 118% of GDP is our debt, right? So this is typically how we measure indebtedness of a country. We do a ratio between the GDP and the actual amount of debt, because it's not just about how much debt you have. It's about what relative to what. Look at this. In 1980, we were at 30%. Today, we're at 118%, 120%. It's coming down, which is nice, but that's probably also why we're seeing the market come down as well, because this is eventually going to have to stop. We're eventually going to have to bring down the debt. We're eventually going to have to do something about this, because eventually you just can't pay it, right? There's math involved here, right? Like if you're indebted this much by a country, you're gonna have to pay this back at some point. You have to pay interest, and it does put a drag on the economy. If this keeps going up, it gets more and more expensive to maintain, and eventually you either are forced to reduce it, or there's a crack in the system, and maybe the US dollar goes bye-bye.